Well, good morning. Very early in bass season, and I'm back out to fish a lake that I have fished once or twice before, but one of my goals today is certainly to visit a bunch of new water out here. I'm going to hit a few spots that I've fished before, but I'm also going to explore some new areas. That's one of the things that I really want to do this year now that I've got some more time. Explore new areas, find new fishing spots, sort of expand the horizons. So we'll be getting on the move just momentarily here. It's around 6 a.m. It's late in June. Bass season has just opened a few days ago. And today the conditions should be pretty darn good. 24 degrees Celsius is supposed to be the high. A little bit of humidity, not a lot of wind, which will make me very happy. All right, well, I haven't gone very far. I'm just on a spot that I have fished before. And hey, just picked up first fish. Just a tiny little guy. Popped out of the weeds and hammered it. Here's what we're fishing right now. A bunch of lay down grass. It's the first sort of weed edge on this section of the lake. See what we've got? Nope, another smallish largemouth. But we're finding fish. Same weed bed. This one's a little bigger. If we keep going in this direction, everything will be good. See, he's about 10 or 11 inches. I think in my previous video I was mentioning that I like these 10-inch Berkeley power worms. One of the beauties of them is that even if you kind of chew it down, I knock a couple of the sections off just to get it on a little bit of smaller hook. I think it gets into the mouth easier and you hook more bass that way. But the other nice thing about it is that you can take off a couple of sections 6, 7, 8 times and use this thing for quite a long time. So it lasts for a very long time. Another of the smaller variety. Alrighty, so feel like we've got a decent one on now. Got me under a weed. Oh, it's a good one too. Actually, so I had me under a log there. This is a big boy. We'll net this guy. He's going to be, oh my. Oh yeah. This is a truck. This is not a 16 or 17. That is a 20. That's a big boy. Alright, let's get lower back in the water. We'll give him a second or two to breathe. This will be my biggest bass in a while. Well, maybe not 20, but he's certainly 18 or 19. He is 47 centimeters. Nice fish. So, yeah, almost 19 inches. What a tank. All right. We'll let him revive for a second or two, and then we'll get him back in the water here. Now, it won't be easy to see, but in the water here, a lot of these Lanark County lakes are former forest land that's been flooded. And weeds are good, stumps are good, but if you can find weeds and stumps, then you're sailing. And that fish came off an area just on the edge of some deeper water, 7 or 8 feet, in an area where there's just a ton of emerging weeds and a stump bed. This one I saw swirl in the water and made a couple of casts out to where I saw it, and sure enough, not a big guy, but he's all right. We'll certainly take him. We love bigger fish, but hey, we are not super picky here. I'm not trying to fill a roster for a tournament. I just like catching bass. Fairly quickly and easily. There we go. Hey, little guy, but that's all right. Hey, picked up another one. Oh my gosh, look at the size of this guy. That is a tiny fish. I'm surprised he could get the hook in his mouth. Alright. You can hear that wind. It's blowing pretty good. So I'm paddling up across a very long, shallow, maybe 3 or 4 foot flat, up into an area of the lake I haven't fished before. See if we can find a little bit of protected water, so that I'm not going to be fighting the wind while I'm trying to sort of work out some new water. And then on the way back, if we still have the wind, we'll be able to just blow right down this flat, which I also have not fished before. Oh, look, there goes an herring. Well, decided to hit this bed of emerging rice, and sure enough, here we go. Not a big one, but we'll take them. Nice little 12, 13 incher. Just to keep things interesting, keep our day moving along. That one I got on the spinnerbait, and interestingly, I've been using the spinnerbait to find the fish. I haven't been hooking a lot of them on the spinnerbait, so I'm actually glad to hook that one. I've been using the spinnerbait to find them, and then if I get a hit and I don't hook them, I'm following up with a worm. And that's how I caught that really big one, and then the other one a little while ago. So I'm sticking with that strategy. You know, search and then follow up. There was another hit. So there's a couple of them in here. That felt like a smaller one. I'm actually heading up to that little island that you can see off in the distance. That's kind of where I'm going to stop next, but spend a couple more minutes here. Let's get him up here. Come on, buddy. Come to daddy. There we go. He's pretty solidly hooked. Had a friend of mine say that, oh man, how can you're catching nice fish, how can you be so cool? I'd be jumping up and down in the boat. Try to stay calm, because you get too excited when you get a big one, and you end up doing something silly and you lose them, or you drop them in the boat and you damage them, or whatever. So there we go. Hey, not super big, but nice fish. All right. Now, the other fish I caught in that little bed of rice were all on the inward side, so they were protected from the wind. Smaller ones. That's a big one, or bigger one, and he was on the outside, probably sitting out there, looking for anything that's coming into the weeds. So here's the island I'm headed to, and just going to creep up on it slowly. I don't know what type of water surrounds it, so I don't want to sort of go over top of a weed bed and burn it, so I'm just going to fish my way in. Oh man. I am hooking them like crazy in here. I've hooked 4 and lost every one of them. Time to switch tactics here a little bit. They're in here. I'm just going to switch from the spinnerbait to the worm, which has been what's actually been bringing the big ones in. Kind of knew they had to be somewhere around this island. Just had to move a little bit further out. They weren't in super tight. So, got a nice one here. Nice chunky, 14, 15. Good fish. Certainly not going to complain. Good numbers of these guys today. There's a close-up of Mr. Bass. Let's put him back. There's a particular particular area here that just seems to be holding him. This is, yeah, he's maybe a little bit bigger, but about the same. Yeah, maybe he's a nutfish. Another beautiful fish, good heavens. Oh my gosh. Love this guy, holy smokes. Another, this guy's probably 15 and a half, 16. Oh man, he's bigger than that. He is. Yeah, he's about 16. 42 centimeters, give or take. Whatever that is. Yeah, 16 and a half. Wow. Strictly to the worm now. I'm still using this purple flecked Berkeley worm. And again, I'll mention it again because I mentioned a brand. I'm not sponsored. I pay full price for these guys at the store, just like you do. So I use them because I believe that they work. And I think this video is probably evidence that these things do. I've gone strictly to the worm though because I don't need to find them. I know they're here right now. So I'm just slow rolling this worm through, trying to ignore the little guys and wait for the big ones to come and grab it. 3 casts later. Oh, and it's another tank. Oh, Lord. This guy's massive. Massive fish. He's been previously hooked too. He's got damage on his jaw here. Right, let's get him off of the hook first. There we go. That is an enormous bass. Oh, lordy, lordy. And he's just finished spawning. Let's get the line off him here. Where is he? Where's he got another? He's got another line connected to him. Okay, so he's still hooked. Okay, so he's broken off another line. I'm gonna get the other lure off him and then get him back in real quick. Okay, I was able to get the other line off of him. The hook I wasn't able to find, but let's revive this guy and get him back into the water. There he goes. That is a huge smallmouth, or a huge largemouth. He went 50 centimeters, just over 50 centimeters. Which is right on 20 inches. Big, big fish. Alright, well that was damn productive. So I'm going to paddle across to another island that I know is across, it's a couple hundred meters away. We'll see what happens up there. It's a different island. I don't think it's as shallow around it, but we'll see. It's also got a bay up and behind it, so I can sort of go to the far, I don't know whether this would be the west end of the lake, I guess maybe, and then start working my way back. But we'll see. This lake is not very deep. I am sort of out in the middle of nowhere, in between 2 islands here, and it's still only about 8 feet deep. So we're approaching that other island, and even here the water's not all that deep. It did drop off to about 10 feet, but now it's back up to about 5 and a half. So maybe we'll fish this protected side here for a few minutes, see if there's anything here. There were a couple of power boats up in this end of the lake this morning. I don't know whether they hit this area or not. If they did, they may have fished May have drawn up any fish through here, but we'll see. All right, we got something on here. Oh, it's a sizable bass. And this is a good one. I got to look at him as he went by the boat here. We get the net out for this guy again. Right into the net. Oh my gosh. Big fish. Putting some tanks in the boat today. Look at the size of that guy. Good Lord. All right. Let's get a measure on him real quick, and then we'll do the same thing. Get him back in the water. He is also, let's see, it's turned. Wow, another 50 centimeter fish. Good heavens. He could be the brother to the other guy. That's a big fish. The big ones are feeding. And we're on another one. Oh, this is a little wee guy. Moved off of that area by the island there where I caught that bigger fish. It looks like there's some spawning nests in there, so I don't want to be pulling. If there are active spawning bass in there, and the spawn is late this year, I don't want to be pulling them off the beds. So I just moved out of there. I found a stump bed not very far away, and that's where we are now. So we'll get this guy off and put him back in, and keep trolling around. This might be a smallmouth. The way he has just popped out of the water a couple of times. Caught him on the edge of a point. Whoa! There we go. Look at that guy. And I guess right. He just came rocketing out of the water a couple of times. And he's not done yet. He just rocketed out of the water as soon as he hit it. Twice. There we go. Come on. Hey, nice little smallie. I don't know if there's anything in here. A little early for them maybe to be hanging around this shoreline that close, but I just can't resist. And there is one. Oh, dang it, I missed him. Can't wait very long in there, otherwise they're going to drag you into the trees. So I've now paddled up pretty much as far as I can to the back end of the lake, and found this bay with a lot of stumps in it. This should be interesting. It's about maybe 3 feet deep in here, so we'll see if it holds any bass. I suspect that some of those power boats that were out this morning may have come up in here, but we'll see. And this bay is very different than anything that I've fished so far today. Shallow, stumpy, like really shallow, 2 feet, stumpy, emerging weeds. It's been a while since we had a good one. I've been exploring, obviously, a bunch of water. Boy, this, oh no, he just pulled off. I got a good look at him too. I don't think he was 20, but he was big. Bummer. Haven't been, he bent the hook on the spinnerbait. That's what happened. All right, well, we'll get that back in shape there. And, yeah, I did get a good look at him. But I didn't get him in, so he doesn't count. Look at that, bent the hook right back. That didn't take long. This might be a bass. This might be a pike. This thing just hammered it. And he is dogging. I've loosened up my drag a little bit here. He's got me wrapped around something. I hope he can come out. It would suck to lose another one. I don't think I have him on anymore. But there's just a huge raft of weeds here that he's wrap me up in. Surprise, I didn't lose him. It's a pike. Not a big one, but not bad. Not bad. He has me wrapped around. Well, there you go. At least putting on a show for the camera. Boy, did he hammer that thing. Wow. I'm not worried. If I lose him, I lose him. And I did. That's all right. He was about 20 inches. So just from the way he hit it, I didn't think it was a bass. That thing was, he just pounded it. And then he went straight down before I could even get much leverage on him and wrapped himself around, obviously, an absolute crapload of grass. That was fun. So I'm kind of sitting in a saddle here between the mainland and an island, and there's a deep bay that goes way back in. And that pike that I just caught was sitting here in the slightly deeper water. Probably drops off from maybe 3 or 4 feet to 6 or 8. So I'm gonna hang around here for a few more minutes. It's almost time to leave, but hooked 2 good fish here in the last couple of minutes, so we'll give it a few more minutes. So probably the last real spot that we'll hit and fish. I spotted this bed of rice just emerging from the water, so let's hit it, and then we'll do a paddle back up the other shoreline, but I don't think we'll do too much stopping. It is getting very close to leaving time. Well, I came into the grass bed, and we picked up a smallmouth. So a little bit of entertainment. There we go. Get him back in the water. Whee! Paddling across the waves, and moderate wind right now to get to the other side, so I can scoot up the other side. I'll just check out the bays and stuff like that, and then head back. Great day of exploring, though. Holy smokes! And some very nice fish in the offing. That puts a wrap on a really great day of fishing. Clouds coming in behind me, wind picking up, so we may have a thunderstorm rolling in. Time to head back to the launch, about a 20-minute paddle. Really glad that I explored some new water. Caught the 2 big fish of the day. Matter of fact, 2 of my biggest fish in the past couple of years off of those. So 2 more X's on the map of places that I will be fishing again in the future, and also found a few places I want to continue to explore on this lake. So a really great day out. For now, take care. Tight lines.